Welcome back, everyone. Michael here with Offshore Citizen. One of the things that is really wonderful about the position that I have, where we're helping people all over, we help numerous people every day, and we get to talk to people from all over the place. Now, normally we have our team does a variety of research. I obviously have years and years of experience and working through all sorts of cases, etc. But the truth is, there are little things that are changing, and there are little opportunities that are popping up, and so we get to hear about those in some cases from partners we work with, but also through clients. And so one of these things is something I'm going to talk to you about today, which I have to give credit to a client for pointing out to me. I had not paid attention to it and been aware of it. And this is the potential to have a tax exemption if you are a resident of Slovenia. Now, I've done a video previously, you can go and check it out, about the Slovenia freelancer program, which is great for if you're under 100,000 euros a year in income. You could possibly combine those two in this case. There's some ways to maybe make that work. But today I'm going to talk about the long-term tax exempt strategy for people who are interested in living in Slovenia. So let's dive in. Before we do, if you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button, hit the all notification bell. Thank you for being with us. We appreciate you. If you like the videos, give them a thumbs up, share them with your friends. And if you would like help with optimizing your global tax, either for yourself or for your business, with relocating abroad, getting second residencies, citizenships, setting up Plan Bs, asset protection, banking, etc., you can reach out to us. You can book a call with me, calendly.com/Michael-Rosber. There's a link in the description below, or send a message through offshorecitizen.net, and we will be happy to help you. Okay, so Slovenia is normally not a low tax country. I mean, you're talking actually quite a high tax country, generally not a great place to be from that perspective. Now, would you like to live there? I mean, it's the cleanest country in the EU. It is an EU country. It's not that easy to get citizenship there, partially because of the language requirement, which is a language you're probably not going to learn in most cases, but some people will. And it does take quite a while to qualify for citizenship there. However, I have run into a number of people who live there or who want to live there, and frankly, perfectly good. It's, for those of you who aren't familiar, if you kind of go up from Croatia, it's right there. It was a part of former Yugoslavia and borders on Italy. So it's kind of at the top of the Adriatic Sea, known for very beautiful mountains. Actually, the best caves that I've been anywhere in the world are in Slovenia. Very worth checking out. Lots of kind of outdoor nature. The cities are not that big. You're talking about like 200-ish thousand people on the top end. And so it's quieter, but some people really like it. So definitely worth checking out. Anyway, the thing is, if you're going to live there, what are you going to do about tax? Now, if you're under 100,000 euros, you can do this freelancer thing and you can get an effective tax rate of 4%. That's pretty cool. But what if you're higher? A lot of people are going to be in a situation, a lot of our clients are investors and they are entrepreneurs. So they're running some sort of a business, probably selling to people around the world, probably not just in Slovenia, pretty small market, and probably investing in stocks, bonds, etc. So the way the Slovenian tax system works is they have 25% capital gains rate. Not particularly attractive, right? However, for every 5 years that you hold that investment, the capital gains rate goes down first 5%, so to 20, then 5% again to 15, and then after 15 years, it goes down to 0. And this is where we're going to talk about the subject today. So what can you effectively do? Now, Slovenia does have management control rules. You have to be aware of those. They have CFC rules, although their CFC rules have some kind of interesting nuances. You won't get typically to zero tax because of the CFC rules, so you'd have to utilize trusts or some other fancy thing, and then that's a whole other complicated conversation that we won't go into here, but if you're interested in it, you can reach out to us. But there are some ways where you can pretty easily have a foreign company in certain countries. You can greatly reduce the corporate tax. Normal corporate tax in Slovenia is 19%. You can easily get it down to 10. And so you can say, okay, great. Assuming you have like a valid business and global substance, not just you, etc. So you could have a foreign company. The foreign company could pay 10% tax. Maybe in certain rare situations, there's ways you could set it up so that it could pay less. And the money would accumulate there. Now, the idea would be that company would accumulate profits. It would take those profits, it would reinvest them and grow them. And so let's just say, for instance, you're making $500,000 a year of profit. So every year you'd have that $500,000. You'd probably have a little bit that you'd pay out to yourself in Slovenia for cost of living, et cetera. You're going to pay tax on that. But keeping the money in the company is the key. Because here's what's interesting. So while capital gains are taxable, as I described, if you close the company down, this is also true. And so you can essentially build yourself sort of like an unlimited size retirement fund within the company. When you shut the company down, it will be treated as a capital gain, not a dividend distribution. This is a really key point. And all of a sudden you can end up with all the money that you accumulated over that time and that you grew over that time in your personal name without having to have triggered the personal tax. So effectively, you could end up with, kind of a tax rate or a tax deferred rate of around 10% overall, which is pretty attractive for a lot of people. Now, I will caveat that by a few things, which is the initial warning, 15 years is a long time. A lot can change in 15 years. So it's entirely possible that somewhere in that 15 years they change things. Right now, you're able to leave Slovenia, and so you do have some other options in terms of how to make this work, and you could build some sort of a hybrid structure utilizing a mixture of a company and trust and things like this if you were in a situation where your overall business and income were suitable to justify that sort of a structure. But I think it's an interesting solution for people who are interested in living in a different part of the world, in being able to get what is, pretty good quality of life in Slovenia. It's clean, it's safe, people are friendly, you can enjoy nature, and yeah, a number of people are interested in that. So in addition to that, it's fairly easy to get residency. It's not fast to get residency, it's fairly slow to get residency, but we can help people get residency fairly easily. So if you're interested in any of those things, let me know, put the questions you have in the comments below, reach out to us through offshorecitizen.net, and I will see you on the next video.